What's up, guys? I am back with the second part of the odds for Koscheck Alonso at Bellator. Um, I had completely forgot that Koscheck was on this card. Um, the only thing that was on my mind was the main event, Fedor and Mitrione. But you know, when I'm betting fights, I have what you would call a shot fighter list or a shot fighter alert. Or I have what you would call the overrated list, or guys that are not that good. Okay, there are certain names, there are certain fighters out there, both in MMA and boxing. When I see their name on the board, or when I know that they have a fight coming up, I am looking out for those odds, because you can either get good value betting against them, most likely you will, and it will be, a good money making opportunity, you know. And one of the names that would be on that list is Josh Koscheck. Josh Koscheck has not looked good for years. Josh Koscheck has not had a victory, I believe, since 2012. Let me look at his shirt dog just to be sure. Just to give you an accurate yes. His last win was against Mike Pierce, February 4th, 2012. Okay, that was UFC 143 Diaz versus Condit. So that tells you how long ago that was. Okay, that was his last win. And I remember that fight because after the fight, he flipped the fans off, which they have removed from Fight Pass. They deleted that part, but I thought this shit was funny as hell. Okay. So, Josh Koscheck has not won since February of 2012. He is on a 5-fight losing streak. Okay. After the Pierce fight, he lost a split decision to Johnny Hendricks. Okay. Hell, that fight was so long ago that I do not even remember that fight. And that was on Fox, Diaz versus Miller. I do not remember that fight. After that, he lost in February 2013 against Robert Lawler. He got knocked out in the first round. Okay. November 2013, he got knocked out in the first round by Tyron Woodley. Okay. February 2015, so he was out of the cage for over a year. February 2015, he was choked out, put to sleep by Jake Ellenberger. Okay. And a month later, I remember he took short notice fight against Eric Silva. I bet that fight and made money off that fight. He was so on my shot fighter list then in March 2015. I knew his ass should retire or get cut, not be re-signed by the UFC. He lost in the first round to Eric Silva, and I bet for him to lose in the first round. I got a plus 125 on that fight. Okay, he lost in the first round to Eric Silva. Okay, so his last fight was in March of 2015. Okay, so for almost 2 years he has been out of the cage. Okay, and I think his Bellator debut was supposed to be like January of 2016, okay? But it's been delayed because of injuries, okay? And I will get to that in a moment, okay? But this morning, when I was looking at the board, looking at the odds, and I saw his name pop up, I saw that he was more than a 3-1 favorite. And I'm like, wow, I mean, I know he might be fighting an unknown guy, but 3-1, that's kind of high. Hell, as it is right now, he is the highest favorite on the card. Okay. So I'm saying, okay, I know he's a shot fighter. Who is he fighting? Okay. This guy, Mauricio Alonso. I looked him up. Okay. The guy is 12-7. Okay. Not a world beater, not a guy with UFC experience. He had one fight in Bellator, he lost that, okay. 36 years old, but he is younger than Koscheck. Koscheck is 39 years old. Okay, so I see he's 12-7. Okay, so I want to know more about the guy. Okay, this is a biggie. Mauricio Alonso is 6 feet 2 inches tall. Okay. Sherdog says Koscheck is 5'10". Okay. So that is a significant height advantage. Okay. The reach, I'm not sure. I could not find the reach, but I'm assuming he should have a nice leg and arm reach advantage on Koscheck. Okay. This is another biggie. Mauricio Alonso is a middleweight. He is listed on Sherdog as a 185 pounder. Okay. I looked at, and this fight against Koscheck is a welterweight fight, but I looked at some of his recent fights, his last 5 fights, I believe I looked at. All of those fighters are listed as middleweights on Sherdog. Okay. So he is naturally a bigger guy. He is naturally a middleweight, but apparently he can cut to welterweight. He has fought at welterweight before, and he made weight for this fight. I think 169.9 or maybe 169.5. Like, you know, the guy made weight. He has kind of an odd, weird looking body. You know, his body doesn't look the best. Okay, but you know, that right there just, you know, raised my eyebrows. I'm like, look, man, this guy, you know, he's gonna have a height, size advantage on Koscheck. He's younger than Koscheck, and Koscheck is shot. You know, Koscheck is not, you know, what he once was. Okay. The guy, his association, his training camp, Striker's House, and he has his own BJJ school, Mauricio Alonso BJJ. Okay. So I even took the effort to look up this guy's last fight. Right here on YouTube. I will post a link to that fight in the comment section if you want to look at it for yourself. Okay, it was a 3-round fight. He fought a guy named Justin Baseman. Okay, he won a unanimous decision. It was for like the Dragon House middleweight championship. Okay, it was a 3-round fight. He won a unanimous decision. 2 judges scored a third 27. 1 judge scored a 29-28. I thought he won third 27. Okay. What this guy does, what he did in this fight, this guy was a shorter fighter. I think the guy Justin Baseman, let me look up his well, I remember he was listed as 5'10" on Sherdog, okay? Same height as Koscheck. But on the broadcast of the fight, they had him listed as 6 foot tall. Now, that might not have been true. Maybe they just exaggerated, you know, so it didn't look like such a mismatch. But, you know, this guy, Alonso, he fought a smart fight. His downfalls, his reflexes are not the best, okay? Not that he was getting teed off on, but if the guy would feint him, he wouldn't react as fast as he should. The guy would feint, and then he would kind of like be looking at him, and then he would jump, you know. He wouldn't jump as fast as he should have, you know. So his reflexes are not the best, okay? But the guy had a size advantage. He used his length, you know, he used his size in a smart way as he should have, you know. He was using leg kicks. He was staying outside on the guy. And apparently the ground game is his specialty. Hell, he has a BJJ school. The announcer at the beginning of the fight said that he was very good on the ground. And they kind of said that it was an understatement, okay? That was kind of saying it mildly, okay? Now, on his record, he does not have many submissions. He only has 1 submission win. He has 4 KOs, 1 submission, and 6 decisions, okay? And it says 1 other, which I believe that was a KO too, but I think it got overturned. Yeah, it got overturned to a no contest. Okay. So officially the guy has he has, let's see, 4 or 5 wins inside the distance, okay? Out of his 12 fights with 6 decisions. Okay. And the other was turned into a no contest. Well, let's see. Okay, well, I'm gonna say he has 6 wins inside the distance. It's just showing up as other for some reason on the Sherdog. Okay. So yeah, this guy, he's 50-50 on his wins. All right. And another good thing, the guy has only been finished one time in his 7 losses. He lost 6 decisions. Okay, he lost one by submission. Okay, and let's see, that submission came, let's see, in 2014, armbar in the 4th round of a fight. Okay. Now, I am a bit concerned if this fight was to go to a decision. I'm concerned that Koscheck, being the more popular fighter, maybe he would get the decision. Hell, I saw Rampage get a decision against I forget the guy's name, that Japanese judoka. He got a decision that he did not deserve. The Japanese guy should have got that decision, okay? So, I am concerned about that. If the fight goes to a decision, we could get screwed. But when I saw this guy fight, he used his size. He stayed outside. He kicked at this guy's legs. He went for takedowns, because he is a ground specialist. He went for submissions. He stayed on top of this guy. He used his size. He smothered this guy, and he could do the same to Koscheck. He get on top of Koscheck, he would be the bigger guy. Koscheck is a welterweight fighting a middleweight in this fight. A shot fighter fighting a guy who is naturally, a weight class above. Taller guy, longer guy. This guy gets on top of Koscheck, go for multiple submissions, if not get the submission. Wear Koscheck out. Koscheck is an older fighter, so he's not going to have a great gas tank. He's going to be on top of the guy, and he could wear him out, or submit him. Even though he has one submission, the guy has ground skill. That's what the announcer said in the fight. And the guy, like I said, has his own BJJ school. Koscheck, let's see, he has been submitted 3 times. He's been knocked out 3, submitted 3 times, lost 4 decisions, okay? So 6 of his losses have been inside the distance, okay? But yeah, this guy, he showed me that he has a brain. He doesn't have great striking ability. Not a great striker, but he could kick at Koscheck's legs. He could get takedowns. If he gets takedowns on Koscheck, gets him down, be on top of him, smother him. Koscheck is just a shot fighter in my opinion, man. Why is he a 3-1 favorite when he is on a 5-fight losing streak? Man, if they wanted to make him the favorite, I understand, because he's a name or whatever, maybe because they don't know about Alonso, maybe they think he's not that good because he hasn't been on big shows or whatever, But to be a 3-1 favorite, that is too high, man. That is too high. If I was making that line, if I was to make him the favorite, which I probably would not, but if I was to make him the favorite, he would be a slight favorite, not an overwhelming favorite, I'm gonna get. Well, I did get plus 255, now plus 275. On the bigger guy, younger guy, shit, man, I would take that shit on a shot fighter, man. This guy should be Josh Koscheck. Josh Koscheck has been out the cage for 2 years, and 2 years ago when he was active, he was on a 5-fight losing streak, And let me read you the highlights of an article that I was looking at on MMA Junkie, okay? I typed in Josh Koscheck injuries just to find out about his injury history, what he's got going on, why he's been out. MMA Junkie article popped up by Ben Folks dated February 15, 2017. The title, Josh Koscheck doesn't need to fight anymore, but here he is in Bellator. The question is, why? I'm going to read you the highlights from this article, things that stuck out to me, okay? If there's one thing Josh Koscheck would like to make clear, it's that he doesn't need to do this. In fact, it's probably a bad idea. The man is 39, has been wrestling since he was 4, and these days his neck is so bad that he's getting injuries in between his injuries. That's not an exaggeration either. Koscheck had surgery to fuse his 5th and 6th cervical vertebrae back in 2001, before he even started his career as a fighter. More recently, he suffered bulging discs both above and below the site of the surgery, leaving him with painful nerve damage that left him almost incapable of using his left arm. Man, that is a big red flag, man. Recently suffered bulging discs, which left him with painful nerve damage, man, that left him almost incapable of using his left arm. And this guy's getting in a fight, telling you, man, even more shot than he was before. This guy Alonso should win this fight, I'm telling you. this underdog play, it is a great value, man, on a shot fighter. You know, just because the odds makers and the bettors don't know who this guy is, you know. Let me look at the line real quick before I keep going on that article. Koscheck opened as a minus 270 favorite. It went all the way down to a minus 335. People put money on Koscheck. I guess simply because he's the name and they don't know the other guy and they think he's just some unknown Bellator guy. So he's the favorite and put money on him, you know. And now it plateaued at 310 and now it's at minus 305. Okay. You know. Let me go back to the article, okay. Let's see. I'm not gonna read the whole article to you. I'm gonna read just the highlights, the main stuff. Let's see. Okay. Why go through all the training, which Koscheck admitted he hates now more than ever? You know. Doesn't like to train, say he hates training now more than ever. So how much did he train for this fight? Think about it. Could Koscheck have an ego? Could he say, man, you know what? This Bellator guy, this unknown Brazilian guy, 12-7 guy, you know, I'm better than this guy. I can kick this guy's ass, you know. Hell, I was a high-level UFC fighter, you know, high accolades, you know. I don't need much training to beat this guy. I can beat this guy, you know, low-level guy. That would not surprise me if he had that mentality. Guy says he hates training now more than ever, so, hell, could he have not trained? You know, at the weigh-in, he looked in great shape. Hell, if you didn't know about his history, hell, and didn't know his age, the guy was in shape. He was in excellent shape. Shit, you know, but I'm not letting it fool me, man. I know what I remember seeing when this guy was in the UFC in his last 5 fights. He looked bad, you know. All right. So why is he fighting? Okay. Basically, he's fighting because he misses the roar of the crowd. You know, I think I had a great career, but you miss it. When you're away from it for a while, you miss the excitement of the crowd, you miss the competition. I compete every day in my businesses, but it's different. When you're out there putting it on the line in front of all those people, it's a different taste. I missed it, so here I am. You know, can't let it go, can't walk away. You know, a guy not knowing when to hang him up. You know, he got that contract from Bellator. He's saying he don't need the money, but hell, the money is there to be made. That's money, you know, that he can get off that contract. So I'm pretty sure he wants to go for it and get it. Why not? There's money sitting on the table. You know, and as he said, you know, if you believe that, which I believe it, hell, it's hard for these guys to walk away, you know, but I'm telling you, man, he could be in for a rude awakening. This big ass middleweight he about to fight, he's gonna be undersized. Hell, the guy gonna have an age advantage on him. Shit, I'm telling you. Koscheck might have a speed advantage, I don't know how he gonna look at 39. You know, like I said, this guy's reflexes didn't look the best, but this guy, if Koscheck was to get takedowns on this guy, I don't know what his ranking is as far as BJJ is, if he a black belt or not or whatever, but he should be able to do something off his back, you know, if Koscheck was to get him down, you know, which he probably won't even be able to, you know. So, you know, I'm going with this Alonso guy, man. You know, I saw enough in the fight, and what I know about Koscheck, I'm confident in this play. At hell, I got that plus 255. Highest you can get it as I do this video is plus 275, man. That is a great value. Okay. Keep going. I don't see any more highlights unless I miss something, but you know, this article says this guy has had injuries, man, and you know, nerve damage. Shit, red flag, man. Red flag is the better. I see that shit, man. I'm putting some money down. The guy was already shot. Now he got nerve damage and shit, man. He capable of almost not using his left arm. I'm telling you, man. This guy Alonso should win this fight almost to the point where I'm saying his ass needs to retire if he can't win this fight. You know, even though he is a guy who's not been on the high level much, only had one Bellator fight, this guy should win this goddamn fight. Hell, he should be the favorite, man. You know. So, I think that's all of it. I hope I'm not missing anything in that article. But if you want to look at it yourself, I might try to get the link for it and post it. Um, MMA Junkie. Josh Koscheck doesn't need to fight anymore, but here he is in Bellator. The question is why? MMA Junkie. Hell, just type in Josh Koscheck injuries in Google and it'll pop right up. That's what it did for me. So I think that's all, guys. If I miss anything, I will add it to the comment section, and I will try to put those links in there for you so you can check it out yourself. And hope you guys play it if you can. I think it's gonna be a hell of an opportunity, man. And if you do play it, good luck. Thanks for watching.